It's me, Jen E. How are you doing today? I got my basic instinct ready to go. I need some up here too. Maybe a little down there. You never know where you might find yourself, right? Okay, this needs to be turned off because I can hear my own voice. It's not working. Okay. Well, I guess I'm just going to echo. All right, guys. So we're going to talk about, I don't know if I can do this with this echo going like that. We're going to go ahead and talk about in-home parties, sponsoring games, and booking games. These are the games that you play that have purpose, that actually help increase business, and are actually really the most important part of your party. Obviously, your presentation matters too. That's how you sell products. But you can't continue to sell products if you don't book more parties. And so it's really important that you play a booking game and a sponsoring game at every single party. Now, if you're in a position where you're like, I don't really want to put people on my team, that's okay. You don't have to actively sign people up. You don't have to actively like close deals on signing people up. But there might be a point in time where you're like, man, I'd really like to build a team. And now you have no funnel, you have no interest. And so you got to make sure that you are taking advantage of getting all that stuff, set up for when you are ready. And so you're going to start building your pipeline, as we call it, right off the bat. Okay. And so let's start by talking about a booking game. The booking game actually starts at the beginning of the party, and then you mention it again in the middle, and then you mention it at the end. And I feel really unprepared because I am not ready for this. I pressed live too soon. Oh my God. Okay. So let's see. What do I have here that I can use? Because I did not prepare myself. What can I use? We're gonna pretend that, oh wait, this is a box. This'll work. Oh no, here we go. I got it. See, I should have prepared myself. I'm ready now, okay? Well, mostly ready. We'll see what else I forgot here in a second. So say hey when you get here. Let's chat. I want to talk to you about a booking game for your party. Now, there's, again, lots of different booking games you can play. This is the one I have played for literally 8 years straight. I never stopped playing this game because if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? It works. And so the beginning of the party, you're going to do your I story. You're going to introduce yourself, and then you're going to pass out your gifts. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have some free gifts for you. I don't want you to open them yet. Here they are, these little envelopes. There's some really great stuff in there. There's vacation vouchers. There's gift certificates. There's free products. There's all kinds of really great goodies in there. So just hold on to it. No peeking. We'll come back to it later, okay? So now they have these little envelopes. And then in the middle of the party, when they get back from their, like if you take a little break between the mile and the wild, I always took a 3-minute break. It wasn't a 5-minute break because 5 minutes sounds too long. It was like a go to the bathroom and come right back break, okay? Go get a drink and come right back, a 3-minute break. So once they came back from their break, I would say, oh my gosh, you guys remember those envelopes? Don't open them yet. We're going to come back to them later, but just remember there's some really good stuff in there for you, and I can't wait to give it to you. But I also have a gift for our hostess because she is having us over to her house. She got us all these goodies, these snacks and drinks, and we want to make sure that we definitely thank her for being so hospitable and so sweet and cute, okay? And so here is her little gift. It's a cute little box. Now, I just need you to hold on to this. We're going to come back to it later, but there's a really good gift in there. You're going to love it, okay? And so now the end of the party rolls around, and you're like about to go back to the ordering room, the O room, if you will, and they're all like, what about my envelope? And you're like, oh my gosh, I almost forgot your envelope. So inside your envelope, don't forget, hey, inside your envelope, there is a free products, there's gift certificates, and there's also multiples of my grand prize, a 3-day, 2-night hotel stay. Okay. Now, in order for you to claim your prize, I just need you to book to look. So if you are interested in having me over for a free, fun, pure romance party, you just invite the girls. You can provide snacks and drinks if you'd like. All you have to do is invite your people over. I do the rest, and then I reward you with free stuff. It sounds pretty easy, right? So to book to look. Now, remember our hostess, though. Come on up here, pretty hostess lady. You bring your little box with you. Now, there's a little bit of a catch. There's a really great gift in here. You definitely want it. But in order for you to claim this prize, you need to have 3 of your friends book a party. 1 books, you take off the bow. 2 people book, you take off the lid. And if 3 people book, you get to keep what's inside. All right. So that's the process right there. And then they're going to go. Now she's going to go around and collect all the no's. Go ahead and go collect the no's for me. So she's like taking all the envelopes. Like, you want to do it? No, you can use my house. It's okay. You can do it here. Like, I'll invite my friends. You know, she's convincing her people to do the party, and I don't have to do that work. Okay. And so she comes back. I'm like, did you get 3? Yay. Okay, awesome. I can open your box. And inside her box, thank you. Inside her box is a gift certificate for $75 and free product for me. Now that's $75 once all 3 parties hold. So I say, all right, ladies, just make sure that when you come, I got an Instacart lady dropping stuff off. I got garbage trucks in the background. Hopefully y'all can hear me. This is the life. Good thing this video will remain on YouTube forever. And so you say, all right, ladies, so since she needs to make sure that all 3 of your parties hold in order to get her $75 gift certificate. So just make sure when you come back to the ordering room that you pick a date you know is going to work best for you and your friends, so we can definitely make it happen. I don't track any of that. I use just a little business card, and I'll write on the back $75 gift certificate. Once all 3 parties are complete, she holds on to that. And then after all of those parties are complete, it's her job to say, hey, Jen, you owe me $75. And so very often it doesn't actually happen, because a lot of times, unfortunately, we'll have at least one cancel, which is really great, actually, because then you can say, oh, my God, remember when Susie canceled her party? That's okay, because you haven't had a party in 6 months. Do you want to host another one? You can be your third. And then you're getting another party out of that. Or, hey, do you know somebody else that could be your third? So you're always getting more than what you're giving. Okay, that is the key to this process. We give to get, and we only give when we get, and we're giving actually less than we're getting. And that's how we call it a business. All right. So inside the box, $75 gift certificate. Does not have to be fancy, can be written on a business card. Now, also, I want to show you here. I got my phone set up here. I'm gonna flip this on real quick. So here we have, hold on, let me see if I can turn the screen. Here we have my my envelopes. These were the envelopes that I gift to the other guests at the party. So like you'll see there's 10 here. There's a heart massager. I'll tell you why I do that in a second. A $30 gift certificate, so they can use it on any $30 item. And I do 30 because a lot of items are more than 30. So if they want to buy just one item, they're going to have to buy something else too. Vacation vouchers are those vouchers we talk about. They are right here. They're kind of folded over, but you know the ones, right? So that, I got to turn this off because it's echoing and it's throwing me off. So that is the basics for your booking game, okay? So you got your cards, you got your envelopes, you put one card in each envelope. Now you're ready to rock and roll. And the heart massagers, the reason I use those instead of any other product is because I like to show those during the party. So this is their booking gift. So once they open this gift at their friend's party, now you book their party in the ordering. You say, okay, I have these 2 dates open. Which one do you like? If they say no, those don't work, you give them your next 2 dates, right? We've talked about that before. So once they book their date, you go to their party, and this is the gift you give them for hosting the party. Thank you so much for having me. Here's your gift. And also, by the way, I have this bonus gift. They already know the drill on that, so they're already staking out their friends, trying to figure out which one is going to be the one that's going to book the party. But with these heart massagers, I like these as gifts because I don't like to boil them, but I like to show them, because every time I show them, I sell them, right? And so I will take one out of my inventory and I will open it up during the party. I'll bust the little metal disc and activate it and heat it up. And then I will pass it around. And once it gets back to me, I'll be like, all right, now that I've rubbed all your friends down with this thing, it's yours. This is your gift for hosting. Thank you so much. And they're always so excited, like, unless they're a germaphobe, but I've never had one of those. They're always so excited because they're like, oh my God, I get to keep this. It's so great. And they're like sitting there with the thing the whole rest of the party because, you know, it stays hot for like the entire party. So then I don't have to boil those. I give her the box and the instructions. I tell her how to reset it. And then I sell quite a few of those because everyone got to feel it. Okay. So those are a really great giveaway because then you don't have to worry about going home and redoing that. And 6 packs of heart massagers are fairly affordable too. Okay, so now that is the booking game. Now you have to make sure that you book those dates in the order room. Don't be like, oh, let me go home and check my calendar. Be like, you know what? It's okay if we have to reschedule. Let's just go ahead and pencil you in. What date do you think works best for you right now? What date works best for you? Because they'll be like, I got to check with my friends. No, what date works for you? And then we'll see when what friends can come, because not everybody is ever going to be there. And if you open your calendar up to everybody and she goes home and she's like, hey, I'm having a party. When do you want to have it? They're all going to give different dates. So you say, okay, let's pencil you in on a date, and if that doesn't work, we can switch it to something else. And very rarely do they actually switch it. Okay. Now at the end of the party as well, this is all out of order, by the way. I'm going to put it all together at the end of the week, at the end of our web series. But you're at some point during the end of the party, you're also going to play your sponsoring game. There was a deck of cards available in our business supplies. I meant to check and see if it's still there. I don't know if it is. If it is not, you can search in our training page on the COO for the 8 most commonly asked questions about pure romance. And it comes with the answer key also. So this is a really super simple game for you to play during your parties that you don't have to know anything about your business, but that you can pique people's interest with this game, okay? Now, I have a second part to this game, so I'm going to explain the whole thing to you. This video is a little bit longer than my usual videos. So, okay, so basically it's got the 8 questions. So you say, how much does it cost to join Pure Romance? And then you give the answer. What type of training will I get? Now, what I do is I like to pass these out to all the people. There's 8 cards. So if there's 8 people, I give 1 to each person. If there's 4, I give 2 to each person. I say, all right, who has number 1? And then they say, how much does it cost to join Pure Romance? And I'm like, oh my gosh, girl, that is a great question. It's almost as if I wrote that for you. It costs blah, 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 blah. And I give them the answer. And then I take her card and I give her a ticket. Thank you for asking your question. Here's a bonus towards our raffle. Okay. Who has number 2? What type of training will I get? Oh, well, gosh, that is a great question too. Let me tell you, here's the type of training that you will get. And take her card and give her a ticket. Okay. 8 times. That's what I do. Again, there's an answer key. So if you don't know the answers, you can just read the answers. Okay. It's just a reading game. All right. And so now at the end of that 8 questions, I will say, is there any questions that weren't answered? What other questions popped up? I'll give you a ticket for every question you ask. And so if they have any questions, I'll give them tickets towards the drawing at the end. And then I say, all right, now I let you ask me questions. It's only fair if I ask you some. So go ahead and take your catalog and flip all the way to the back. I do it right here on the wish list card. I like to have my own questions. I have 6 questions I ask. And then I put these cards into a notebook. I actually collect them after the party and I put them into a lead notebook so that I know who was interested in the business. I have years and years worth of these cards collected so that I know who's interested. Now, my first question is, what are you most excited about right now? What in your life is most exciting for you right now? Number 2, what would you do with an extra $1,000 a month? If you had an extra $1,000, what would you use it for? Number 3, what's number 3? I'm having a brain fart. I should have got my notebook out. See, not prepared. Number 3. Holy shit. I cannot remember number 3. I got to come back to it. Number 4 is, would you like more information on doing what I do? Why can I not think of number 3? Number 5 is, would you like to be added to my fly on the wall, no pressure Facebook group where I talk about this business opportunity every once in a while? You don't have to respond. Pretty much no one does. But if you would like to, kind of like secretly get more information about this business, I can add you to that group. Yes or no? And then number 6 is look around the room and vote for the one person in this room you think would be best at doing what I do. You vote for one person. Okay. And clearly number 3 doesn't matter because I have no idea what it is. So now you only have 5 questions. And so then I say, all right, tear that out and hand that back to me. I'll get back to you on number 3 if I can figure out what it is, but I don't think it obviously doesn't matter. What would you do with the next $1,000 a month? What are you most excited about right now? I think that pretty much sums it up. Okay. So 4 and 5 are actually similar questions. I asked the same question twice. I asked, do you want information on the business? And then do you want more information on the business, essentially? But you would be surprised how many people say no to I want more information on the business and yes to I'll be in your no pressure fly on the wall group, because there's no pressure in this fly on the wall and they might be interested. So there's like that ounce of interest, but they aren't willing to admit it yet. And so I like to ask that question twice just to see what happens. So if they say yes, no, or maybe or yes or maybe to either of those things, I put them into my lead book and I will follow up with them down the road. Okay. And that is it. That's the end. This was a shit show. Sorry. Let me know what questions you have because I probably left a lot of things unresolved here. So I will see you all soon. Tomorrow we're talking about putting it all together into the flow of a party. I like to use my catalog as my party flow. So I'll see you there. We can talk about it then. Bye-bye.